second huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9. Hurts.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Once again, it's Swift.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Eagles 7, Ravens 6.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. An 8-yard pickup.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eagles first down.
Now he's loose at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Eagles 14, Ravens 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. It's Brown. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Second down and 4.
Jackson will throw again.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down, here's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
To throw again is Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Man open left side is Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start by running the option to right. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4.
Jackson now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Silver. Hey.
Hurts.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. So a gain of 14. 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles